After a disappointing end to night 1 of SummerSlam, we are back for night number 2. I had hoped that we would come on the air with some news with an update on the Cody Rhodes situation from last night. Details still very scarce. If you missed night 1 of SummerSlam, this is how we went off the air. Cody scheduled to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase, take on R-Truth for the WCW World Heavyweight title. That match didn't happen. We are about to hear from R-Truth. Cody, I just want you to know, man, we're all thinking about you. We're all praying for you. And whenever you're healthy, we're going to do the damn thing, and we will have our match. Now, since I am the WCW World Champion, I have deputized myself the lead detective on this case. And the investigation starts tonight. I've already got little Jimmy in the back dusting for prints. Now, my final message to whoever attacked my best friend Cody Rhodes, know this. I will find you. And when I do, you will face the truth. I don't know what his jurisdiction is, but it looks like Detective Truth is on the case to find who attacked Cody Rhodes. Our opening match of the night is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship champion Bron Breakker, defending against Despicable Rey Mysterio. Out first, Bron Breakker, and as you can tell, he's looking a little lighter tonight than he was last night without the United States Championship. Let's look back at what happened. Oba Femi and Bron Breakker went to war, and it took multiple fall from graces, but Oba Femi able to put away the badass and become the new WWE United States Champion. Here tonight, Breakker looks to bounce back as he takes on Despicable Rey Mysterio. No Dominic, no Raquel. Rey telling both of them that he wants to do this one on his own here tonight, so no LWO in Rey's corner. Let's head backstage and check in on Truth and see how his investigation is going. He's talking to WCW official Eric Bischoff as he is determined to find who is responsible for attacking Cody Rhodes last night. We'll check in on him throughout the night and see how his search is going. We'll check in with Eric Bischoff to see if maybe he has heard anything, or maybe there's any leads that he can follow up on. But this one is ready to get started. Bron Breakker, Despicable Rey Mysterio. And here we go, and Rey right out of the blocks, stunning Bron Breakker. And Breakker had a battle last night against Oba Femi. Those two really pushed each other to the limit. And the veteran Rey Mysterio, wise to try to capitalize on that, sends Breakker into the ropes. 619. And now Mysterio up to the top rope. Frog splash. Hooks the leg. To say this is an upset would be a huge understatement. Rey Mysterio, your new WWE Intercontinental Champion. Here comes Dom to celebrate with his dad. No, from behind. What the hell is Dom doing? He's got that Intercontinental Championship in his hand. No, as he lays out his dad with the Intercontinental title. What the hell is Dominic Mysterio thinking? Up next, LA Knight defends the WCW Television Title against Damian Priest. LA Knight out first. When we asked LA Knight if he was confident that he was going to get past Damian Priest here tonight, his response, yeah. R-Truth now out in the parking garage talking to Jey Uso. We will see Jey in action later on tonight when he and his brother Solo Sikoa take on the WWE Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Out next, the challenger, Damian Priest. Priest, who defeated Rusev in a steel cage match to earn this opportunity here tonight. But the win didn't do much to calm the bad blood that has been going on between those two. And because of that, WCW management has said that if Rusev interferes in this match, he will be suspended without pay for 90 days. We have seen here lately with Rusev and with Priest, they just cannot seem to not get involved in each other's business, but with the potential hit to the wallet, we'll see if that is motivation enough for Rusev to not get involved in this match. Priest waiting for Knight to get back to his feet. Now these two trading punches. Priest sent into the corner. And now Priest putting Knight in the corner. A little Open Mic Universe trivia for you. These two, the last two men's Royal Rumble winners. Now what they did with those Royal Rumble wins, total opposites. LA Knight headed into WrestleMania 2 and defeated Roman Reigns to become WWE World Champion. Damian Priest would go into WrestleMania 3 challenging WCW World Champion AJ Styles. Priest was on his way to becoming World Champion until his brother Finn Balor turned on him in that match and helped AJ Styles retain. And even though Priest didn't win the WCW World Title at WrestleMania 3, he did eventually find his way here to WCW when they drafted him in this year's draft. And now that he's in a new spot, he's looking to take the most and make the most of being here in WCW. We saw him qualify for Money in the Bank. Came up short in round one of the King of the Ring tournament. And he faced Rusev. And that's where all this business with he and Rusev got started. Priest with the cover. And Knight kicks out at 2. Rusev would defeat Damian Priest in round one of the King of the Ring tournament. And then after the match, he would apply another accolade to do nothing more than embarrass Damian Priest. And then in round 2, Priest got involved in Rusev's match in the King of the Ring tournament, costing him when he took on Penta. And then they've just battled it out backstage, interfering in each other's matches. And earlier this week on Thunder, when Priest came out to face off face-to-face with LA Knight as he was making his way down to the ring, Rusev would attack him from behind. And the Megastar just stood in the ring and watched it all go down. He wasn't going to get involved. And that's smart on his part. Why put yourself or risk your title defense here tonight by helping out your challenger? So he sat back, and maybe that didn't sit too well with Damian Priest as LA Knight in a bad spot here. No, he has fought his way out. LA Knight thinking it over. Crowd behind him. Megastar elbow. These fans love LA Knight. Kick to the midsection, BFT. Hooks Damian Priest's leg. And LA Knight is going to retain and remain your WCW Television Champion. And now here comes Rusev. Did not get involved in this match, and now going after Damian Priest, but LA Knight now in the ring. And LA Knight sends Rusev packing as he comes in and makes the save. Damian Priest, not sure what to make of this as these two stare each other down. LA Knight retains and makes the save here at SummerSlam. It's the WCW United States Championship up for grabs next in a triple threat match between Trick Williams, Jimmy Uso, and champion Drew McIntyre. I don't know what the bigger question to get answered here tonight is. Who walks out WCW United States Champion? Or will tonight put an end to the feud between these three that has been going on for months? Obviously, probably the biggest positive, the fact that all three men are involved in this triple threat match. So we're not going to have a repeat that we've seen over the last few months where somebody that's not involved in the match comes down, gets involved, and influences the finish of the match. R-Truth now talking to the Viper Randy Orton, somebody who's got a long history with Cody Rhodes, and also the man that early on in Cody's career was a mentor to him. And now the Scottish psychopath makes his way to the ring. And all of this started because of this man. When he attacked Jimmy Uso, when Jimmy was on his way to the ring for a Money in the Bank qualifying match, that attack really opened the door for Trick Williams to qualify for Money in the Bank. And since that time, this feud has spiraled out of control. Trick Williams looks ready. Jimmy Uso looks ready. And the champion Drew McIntyre looks ready. Here we go. McIntyre with a big boot to Jimmy right off the bat. But then Trick with a drop kick drops the Scottish psychopath. Obviously, no champion's advantage here. The only way to win this match, pinfall or submission, no countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes. It's just a matter of who can get the pinfall or the submission. McIntyre in with a bat, but Trick able to cut him off. The smart thing to do in these kind of matches, if you're kind of the odd man out, stay back. Let the other two fight it out. And then just kind of pick your spots and attack or go on the offense when it's advantageous for you. Jimmy now on the outside. Trick rolls to the floor, and now McIntyre joins him. Jimmy with a steel chair. And McIntyre blocks the chair, sends Jimmy for a little ride. Another boot to the face of Jimmy Uso, and a clothesline to Trick Williams. McIntyre with the chair throws it at Jimmy. Sometimes in a match like this, you'll see maybe the two challengers try to work together to neutralize the champion, but there's so much hate between these three men. I don't think we're going to see that happen here tonight. Trick with the roll-up of Jimmy, but Jimmy able to kick out. And now Trick driving McIntyre into the corner, block from Drew McIntyre. And now Jimmy taking over, McIntyre hanging back. Just kind of watching it all go down. That's a smart veteran move from the champion. And now McIntyre with the bat. Oh, Trick moves out of the way. That could have been bad news for Trick Williams. Jimmy now back in the ring, and Trick turns his attention towards him, sends him into the ropes. Uppercut. Trick with the cover. Only gets a count of one. McIntyre back in. And now Jimmy standing back, and he pounces on the Scottish Psychopath, but Drew McIntyre able to reverse. And now McIntyre with a kendo stick. Kick from Trick Williams. Drops McIntyre. Jimmy down and out in the ring. Trick maybe celebrating a little early. Kick to the midsection. Future shock from Drew McIntyre on the outside. Jimmy's got a bat, misses there. And now Drew McIntyre in the corner, going for a Claymore, but Jimmy able to move out of the way and hits McIntyre with a spear. Trick with a kendo stick, and Jimmy Uso's going up top. Uso splash. And Trick Williams with a low blow. It's legal in this one. Goes for the cover. I don't believe it. Trick has done it. Trick Williams, who got dragged into this mess between Drew and Jimmy, gets the last laugh, and he's gonna leave SummerSlam your new WCW United States Champion. Back at WrestleMania 3, Solo Sikoa won the WWE Tag Team titles with his brother Jimmy Uso. Here tonight at SummerSlam, he looks to do the same with his other brother Jay as they take on the WWE Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It was KO and Sami that beat Solo and Jimmy to become WWE Tag Team Champions back at In Your House. And it was right after In Your House that Jimmy got drafted over to WCW. And there was never an opportunity for a rematch. Solo, who went to WWE official Triple H, offering to take on Kevin and Sami on his own here tonight. Triple H told him to find a tag team partner. You will get your shot here at SummerSlam. It took a little while to get a definitive yes from Jay, but he did finally get it. And here at SummerSlam, they will look to try to bring the tag team titles back to the Bloodline. Let's go to the back and see who R-Truth may be talking to now. Whoa. The WWE World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns coming off the elevator. You know, he's going to have his eye on this match coming up right now, but let's not forget, he is in our main event tonight as he defends the WWE World Title against King of the Ring, Bronson Reed. Don't know if Roman was even here last night, but Truth having a word with him in the back. Referee Charles Robinson taking the WWE Tag Team titles away from the champs. Will he be handing them to them at the end of the night? Or are they going with Jay and Solo? This one underway. Reversal sends Jay into the corner. Let's not forget this new attitude that we have seen out of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn these last few months, brought on by the Bloodline. The belief that Roman and his family members always gets special opportunities, always gets second chances, third chances. There are a lot of people back in that locker room that sometimes don't get a chance. Yet for some reason, it's always the Bloodline. It's always Roman Reigns. It's always the Usos that kind of benefit from maybe some special treatment. And I gotta be honest, Kevin and Sami, not wrong in that assessment. That's kind of been the case the last couple of years. Let's not forget, let's go back to the fall. We're under a new bloodline. The Rock is back. And the bloodline, The Rock's bloodline is Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Gone is Roman Reigns. He ran Roman Reigns out of the WWE. Jey Uso was in WCW. Jimmy was gone. Solo was gone. Who was here to take the fight to The Rock, to take the fight to the Bloodline? It was guys like Kevin Owens, guys like Sami Zayn, guys like Seth Rollins that stepped up to the plate to defend the WWE, to defend the locker room. And then all of a sudden, when they're ready, Roman comes back, Jimmy comes back, Solo comes back. And then right away, they just slide right in to the opportunity. So Kevin and Sami, not wrong. I think just the frustration of everything just took over. And we are where we are. And to be fair to Jey, there wasn't really much he could do. He was over in WCW. He couldn't really show up here and take the fight to The Rock. He, did represent WCW in War Games at Survivor Series against the Bloodline. He tried to win the Royal Rumble to take on The Rock at WrestleMania. Came up short there. Tried again at Elimination Chamber. Came up short there. So it's not like he didn't try. He was just kind of stuck. But now that he is back in the WWE, Jey did qualify for Money in the Bank. He was in the King of the Ring tournament. And so now that Jey's back, are the old rules, do they apply to Jey Uso now that he's back in the WWE? We don't know. We're only a few months in since Jey was drafted back to WWE. And let's not forget, he was the #1 overall pick for the WWE. Did maybe the WWE World Champion Roman Reigns have some influence on that pick? Maybe. But he is back. Now Jimmy over in WCW, so it's still a fractured bloodline. The whole group not here together. Owens off the ropes. Jey able to roll out of the way. Jey really needs to try to get to his corner and make the tag. He has taken kind of a beating here. Both men down. And Jey the first to his feet. And now makes his way to the corner. And no, Solo denies the tag. What the hell's going on here? Solo Sikoa leaving the ring. He's headed to the back. He has just abandoned his brother here. And I have no idea why. It was Solo that wanted this match. It was Solo that wanted Jey to team up with him. And he has literally left Jey high and dry here in the ring. And this match will continue, but it's going to be a handicap match. No idea what has gone on in the mind of Solo Sikoa. Jey with a DDT. I don't know how much Jey Uso is going to be able to do here with both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn as KO. Able to reverse it here. Owens with the cover. And Jey gets his shoulder up at the last second. And Owens back to his feet, and he's not letting up. And not that we would expect anything different from Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn. This just feeds right into their whole mentality here lately. And now they get to beat up Jey Uso here at SummerSlam. Reversal, KO sent into the corner. I'll be honest, I don't know if Jey can pull this off, but if he does, I guess technically Solo would still be Tag Team Champion. I guess we may have to look at the rule book and see how that would work. Jey Uso laying out Kevin Owens. And Owens with the reversal and slams Jey down, KO. Looked like he was going to tag in Sammy, but he doesn't. He stays on Jey here. Now Owens wants Uso up. And a suplex from Kevin Owens, and now KO makes the tag. And man, what a sick display from Solo Sikoa here tonight. I can't wait to hear what his excuse is, what his reasoning is for abandoning his brother here with the tag team titles on the line. Haluva kick from Sami Zayn. Rolls Jey over, goes for the cover. And Kevin and Sammy, no surprise, they are your winners. The tag team title's not coming back to the bloodline, but I think there's some bigger issues that need to get sorted out. Up next, we're going to see the Queen of the Ring, Rhea Ripley, take on WCW Women's Champion, Bayley. Rhea, who had an impressive run through the Queen of the Ring tournament, defeating Becky Lynch in the finals to become this year's Queen of the Ring. For Bayley, this will be her first title defense since becoming champion last month at Bash at the Beach, where she defeated champion Jade Cargill and Naomi in a triple threat match. Her opponent, though, Rhea, a former two-time WCW Women's Champion, and her goal is to get back to the top of the women's division here in WCW. R-Truth now talking to WWE official Triple H. He has been busy here tonight trying to figure out who attacked Cody Rhodes last night. Don't know if he is any closer to finding an answer, but he has definitely been busy here tonight. Here comes the champ, Bayley. And with as much as Rhea has something to prove here tonight, Bayley does as well. She doesn't feel that the idea that she's some sort of transitional champion, that's not true. She's going to prove it here tonight. We will see how the role model matches up with Mommy. Bayley taking a look at the Women's Championship one more time. Rhea getting a look at it. Who is going to leave SummerSlam WCW Women's Champion? Will it be Rhea Ripley? Will it be Bayley? Let's find out. And Rhea with the early advantage, but Bayley with an elbow to the face. And now Rhea, knee to the midsection. Obviously a big strength difference between Rhea and Bayley. But don't discount Bayley. She's one of the smartest and most cunning women on the roster. Bayley now back to her feet. And Rhea again showing off that strength. You know, over the past year, the headlines, the news, the stories, when it comes to the WCW Women's Division, have been about Raquel Rodriguez, the LWO, and also Jade and Bianca. Jade and Bianca have been they've kind of been the ones that have stolen the headlines over the past 6+ months. And Rhea now really trying to focus in and make some people remember just who the hell she is. And now that we are kind of in a new universe year, she has definitely gotten back on everybody's radar. And a big reason for that was her winning the Queen of the Ring. And then with Bayley, former multiple-time WWE Women's Champion, she's now here in WCW. She's looking to do the same. Let's not forget, both the WCW Women's roster and the WWE Women's roster, maybe the strongest they have ever been. You've got a lot of young and hungry up-and-coming talent that's looking for their opportunities as well. Bayley working and raking at the eyes of Rhea. Kick to the midsection. Rose plant. Bayley with the cover. And Rhea kicks out at 2. Bayley kind of couldn't believe it. Gave a look to the referee. And a suplex from the role model. Sends Rhea into the corner and right into the midsection of Rhea Ripley, but Rhea gets a leg up and she's out of the corner now. Razor's Edge. And now Rhea in control. Rhea Ripley with a riptide goes into a cover. And Bayley, she kicks out at 2. Headbutt, no, Bayley out of the way. Bayley takes Rhea to the ropes. And Rhea sends the champ down to the floor. Rhea off the top rope, elbow down onto the floor. And Rhea tosses Bayley. Another headbutt, this one connects. Rhea sends Bayley back into the ring. Gets her up. Clothesline. And again, Rhea Ripley in position. And now a second riptide goes for the cover. And Rhea Ripley is your winner. She defeats Bayley here at SummerSlam and is once again WCW Women's Champion. It's time for our main event. King of the Ring, Big Bronson Reed, takes on WWE World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns. While the Natural Disaster makes his way down to the ring, we're going to head backstage one more time and check in on R-Truth as he tries to find who attacked Cody Rhodes. Doink the Clown. Now, if you're new to the universe, there is history between Doink and Cody Rhodes. You got to go all the way back to year one of our universe. Cody, who was not eligible for the Elimination Chamber that year, found a workaround by posing as Doink the Clown. He would go on to win the match, head to WrestleMania, and finish his story. But when the reveal happened, it's still one of the most shocking moments in the history of the open mic universe. So Doink makes for a very believable suspect. Here comes the Tribal Chief. Earlier this week on SmackDown, there was a volatile, violent meeting inside the ring between these two that led to Roman Reigns getting DDT'd on top of the WWE World Title. Tonight has not gone well for the Bloodline. Jimmy comes up short in the triple threat match for the WCW United States Championship. The tag team of Solo and Jay explodes as Solo leaves him high and dry, and from behind, Bron Breakker, what the hell is he doing out here? He has just jumped Roman Reigns from behind, and I have no idea why Bron Breakker's here, why he would be attacking Roman Reigns. Reigns down, Bronson Reed looking on from the ring as security gets Bron Breakker out of here. Now Bronson Reed sending Roman Reigns into the ring. This one now officially underway. I have no idea what the purpose is in Bron Breakker getting involved in this one. It's been a rough weekend for Bron Breakker. He came in the double champ. He came in United States Champion, Intercontinental Champion. Night one, he loses the United States Championship to Oba Femi. Earlier tonight, he loses the Intercontinental Championship to Rey Mysterio. And he may be the reason Roman Reigns does not leave SummerSlam. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Roman now on the offensive. Finally able to get a little bit in, but Bronson Reed moves out of the way, headbutt to the OTC, and Roman down again. Now Reigns trying to get a little distance here as he gets out on the apron. And Reed not letting up. Roman falls to the floor. And now Bronson Reed out on the floor as well, and Bronson Reed dropping all that weight down on Roman Reigns. This is not looking good for the OTC, and this could be a career night for Bronson Reed. He is going up top. Tsunami, but Roman Reigns at the last second gets his knees up and is able to block the tsunami. Now Bronson down, Reigns slowly getting up. And Bronson Reed out on the apron. And Roman drops Reed down on the edge of the apron. Both men down on the outside now, and Roman with a heavy attack to big Bronson Reed. Referee Dan Engler making the count from inside the ring. And a clothesline from the Natural Disaster, and now dropping some heavy punches to the face of Roman Reigns. Reed now going up top, Roman on the outside on the floor, outside the ring. And Reed with a crossbody takes down the WWE Champion. And Roman back in the ring. Reed rolls back in the ring as well. Reed takes Roman to the corner face first. And Roman with an elbow lifts Bronson Reed up, drops him down. You can just tell how much energy is gone from Roman Reigns. He's had a lot taken out of him here. Roman in the corner. Spear from Roman Reigns. Roman hooks the leg. And at the last possible second, Bronson Reed gets his shoulder up. The Tribal Chief can't believe it. Now Bronson up in the corner. And Roman with some repeated clotheslines. And then one big one to finish him off. Gets Reed up. And head first into the turnbuckle. Roman with the scoop slam, but Reed too heavy. Reed with the cover, and now using the ropes for leverage. But Roman Reigns tosses Bronson Reed off of him. Reed gets Roman up. Death Valley driver. And now Bronson Reed climbing up to the top rope once again. Hits the tsunami this time. Hooks the leg. And Roman Reigns again kicks out. Running senton. And now Reed taking the boots to Roman Reigns. Reed sending Reigns into the ropes. Power slam. Again, another running senton. And every time, all that weight once again. And Roman gets the knees up. All that weight, that heavy weight. Superman punch. Roman Reigns hits a Superman punch. And now back in the corner. Hits Bronson Reed with a spear. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. And somehow Roman Reigns, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Oh no, Cody Rhodes from behind. He is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. I think Cody Rhodes may have just duped everybody. He looks awful healthy for a guy who got attacked like he did last night. Crossroads. Hooks the leg. Did we just witness one of the most shocking Money in the Bank cash-ins that we've ever seen? And honestly, the fact that it was Cody Rhodes that pulled it off makes it even more shocking. It feels like the open mic universe has been turned upside down right before our very eyes. What a wild 2 nights here at SummerSlam, the way that last night ended, the way that tonight is ending. I'll tell you one thing, I cannot wait for Monday Night Raw. Why is Paul Heyman coming out here? And he's applauding Cody Rhodes? What the